Yeah, you know what's so funny? You saying it's hard to consume the rookies. It was the
Yeah.
worst during the 2020 pandemic. What I
Oh,
like, I like
100%,
to
dude.
call it the Zoom draft.
Yeah.
That was the worst, man. Like I don't know how teams even evaluated guys.
Dog, it was tough. Like, but a lot of these guys, man, I think that's why like Wiseman benefited. Was the Wiseman draft right, or that's 2022?
Yeah, that's Wiseman, Kaminga. I think Edwards was in that.
Yeah, yeah. I think that's why Wiseman benefited. There's a lot of dog that draft, right? A lot of great talent came in that draft, but you can tell. I think a lot of these GMs would probably change their stances or change like their draft pick if they could, looking back on it,
Hmm.
because some of these guys are drafted way too high that should have been a lot lower. I'm not saying
Oh,
they
for sure.
suck, but they should have been like the Orlando Magic with the Okawang. I never know how to pronounce his name. I just call him Big O. You
Hmm.
know the center I'm talking about,
Yeah,
right?
I know the center you're talking about.
Yeah.
It's the
Him,
names
he
keep
probably should have
going.
been drafted a lot lower. Hmm?
The what's his name from Chicago? Patrick Williams.
Patrick Williams, Isaac Okoro, Killian Hayes,
He's kind of working out right
Even Obi
now.
Toppin.
He's kind of working out a little bit. Isaac Okoro.
Oh, he's
He's
a
coming
great
into
two-way
now.
player. But
Yeah.
dog, you look at names like Halliburton, you look at names, Maxi, you look at who else? Maxi and Okoro. Maxi and obviously Tyrese Halliburton. You're kind of just like fuck, you know. I bet a lot of franchises are like fuck. We could have drafted this guy.
Yeah, but again, the way you could tell from the way ESPN had covered the draft, they kept talking about everyone's personal lives, like their families. There
Yeah,
was
they didn't know
nothing
how to
really
break
about
down
their
these
skill
players.
set.
No,
They never really talked about anyone's skill set because I don't think personally they knew anything about anyone.
no. Everyone was a second. Everyone was just trying to guess.
Yeah, you're right. Obi Toppin, Killian Hayes, Jalen
Like these guys,
Smith.
but I feel like Obi Toppin was a safe pick. I think a lot of these guys took the safe pick. I'm gonna be honest. Like,
Oh, you know
uh,
what? You know what? Nah, the better picks were like later. Precious Achua,
yeah,
Tyrese Maxey, Emmanuel Quickly.
Cole
Um,
Anthony.
yeah, a lot of the
So I feel like
picks
the
were later
early,
on.
like you can call me out, but I feel like early on, I feel like a lot of these picks were safe.
You think so? Yeah, but what's safe
Jaden
though?
McDaniel,
What do they consider? I mean, what do they consider safe? Like the athleticism and hype?
athleticism and height. Just guys who can do the role. Like Big O, I feel like he's a safe pick.
Oh yeah, you're right. You're right. For the Hawks,
Yeah.
yeah.
From the Hawks, he's a safe pick.
Mm-hmm.
Jalen Smith, he's a good player, but I feel like he knows his role in the team. You're not gonna much develop him anyways. Patrick Williams is kind of an experimental pick from what I remember because they were talking about him like he was the next Kawhi Leonard.
Yeah. Patrick Williams, he was an experimental pick. He was super young and he was super skinny. Like
Yeah,
I was
he
like,
was
damn, that was like a
18, 19.
project.
Yeah, that was a project pick, but the Chicago Bulls took like a 180 in their direction. It made no sense looking back on
Yeah,
it.
it made no sense because they had Lonzo, they had they had DeRozan. It didn't
Yeah,
make
you're
any
better
sense
off
why
just
they picked a
drafting Big
project
O.
like that.
Yeah, you're better off drafting Big O.
Yeah.
I need to pronounce his name better for next time he goes to space.
Nah,
Fuck.
it's all good, man. There's a lot of names nowadays. It's complicated.